everyone, it's Coach Megan from Get Fit New Hampshire coming on today because I want to share with you 5 exercises that I've done over the last couple of days to help loosen up my low back. So backstory, on Monday, I was doing deadlifts in the gym, and on my very first pull, I felt that horrible shift, that horrible pull in my low back, which then made it very challenging with every step that I took. And I have had so many clients who have had this challenge before where they have pulled something in their low back, and oftentimes they're like, oh my gosh, I just slipped a disc, or something a little bit more extreme than what's actually happening, because it really truly does feel like that, and it's extremely painful. So I want to share with you guys the 5 exercises I did to help me feel much better, almost 100% by Wednesday, which is today. So first, we need to understand the anatomy of our back. So picture below is a QL. So a QL, there's a lot of different connective tissue from your spine that's connected to the QL, as well as the top of your hip bone. So when that gets super tight, it can affect a lot of different things. And for me, I think that's what happened with me. My QL was super tight, and when I did that pull, one of the connective tissue just kind of like pulled really hard, and it felt like this huge shift in my back, and it was extremely painful. So again, here are the 5 exercises that I did to help me move loosey-goosey by Wednesday. The first exercise is called a side glide. So if your shift is on your right side, then you're gonna want your left arm up against the wall, and then you're just gonna drop that hip towards the wall and push to stand yourself right back up. You wanna make sure that you keep your ribs tucked right down, but you're getting a good little stretch through your QL here. So again, it is going to be the opposite arm up on the wall than the side that feels like it's shifted. So I recommend 10 to 12 reps, and then move on to the second one, which is going to be a lacrosse ball right in the QL. So find that spot, put the lacrosse ball right underneath, and then just kind of drop those knees off to the side. You can also put them up on a bench or something like that to help put pressure into that ball. And then just hang here for 30, 40 seconds, whatever you can tolerate. And then we're gonna move on to the hip. So right below the hip into that soft tissue, and then drop those, or bring those knees right up to about 90 degrees, and just let that ball kind of sink right in. Same thing, as long as you can tolerate 30 seconds up to a minute, just hang right there and let that ball sink right in to loosen up those hips. And then finally, the last one will be with that ball right in top of the glute here, and then just sit right off to the side, so let those knees hang off to the side, and just let that ball sink right in. Again, to help loosen up those glutes where you might be feeling some tightness in the low back, could be because of some tightness that's happening in the glutes. And then that 5th and final exercise will be a pigeon stretch. So find a box or a chair, something to put your knee up on, and then push your chest right towards that wall in front of you. So we want to work on getting that hip loosened right up, so that way we don't feel that pain in the low back or have that tightness. So these are the 5 exercises that I did for my low back.